I'm going to tell you a story about a little girl named Lila. Lila was born in May of 2011, and shortly after her birth, her parents learned she had an AV canal defect. Because of this, Lila had to live in the hospital for 2.5 months after she was born. She underwent 4 surgeries, therapy, and countless tests every day. When she was just 6 months old, she had to have open heart surgery. I can't even imagine what this would look like. If you have children, can you imagine what this looks like? Imagine just giving birth to your beautiful daughter only to find out that you can't go home. You have to live here in the hospital with her until she's better. I was very blessed to have a childhood that didn't look anything like this. My childhood looked like playing outside and going to school every day and going on adventures with my big brother and going to the library, which is my favorite place, and reading with my grandma. I never thought much about how blessed I was to have a great childhood like this until I got involved with a program called Dance Marathon. Dance Marathon raises funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. What the Children's Miracle Network hospitals wants to do is create a space that doesn't seem like a hospital. They want to create a space where the beds may be Batmobile beds, or the children will get visited by princesses like Elsa from Frozen every day, and they get to do arts and crafts. And this year, USC's Dance Marathon directly impacted building a playground so that the kids could go outside and play. Whenever I got involved with Dance Marathon, I thought it was such a special organization because I thought back on my childhood and how great it was. And so this is why I want to encourage everyone to get signed up for USC's Dance Marathon. And if you don't go to USC, is there a dance marathon on your campus that you can get involved in? If there's not, then maybe you can just donate money. Because like I said, think back on your childhood. Did it look anything like this? If not, what can you do to help? Dance Marathon wants everyone to know that there is hope for the next generation of children that are battling chronic illness or that have to stay in the hospital. It doesn't have to be boring. They don't have to look at white walls that look like jail cells. It can be fun. We can make an impact on these children and their families that are struggling. Whenever I got involved in Dance Marathon, I didn't think I could make that big of a difference until I got to the main event. The main event happens once a year, and at the main event, you get to meet new people, you learn a 10-minute long line dance that you then get to perform for the Miracle Children, and all in all, you get to see how great of an impact this program has on these children and their families. Whenever we performed the line dance, it was so amazing to see the children's faces light up. This is something they haven't seen in a while as they've been living in a hospital. But guess what? Through our donations and through you getting involved in your support, their life can be so much more fun. Like I said, we raised enough money to be able to build them a playground. USC's Dance Marathon this past year raised over $1 million for these children. What does that look like? That looks like having a playground they can go outside and play with. That looks like them being able to pet puppies that are brought to them by a local shelter. This looks like them being able to do arts and crafts with the supplies that we directly bought for them. I just want to say how great of an impact that being a part of Dance Marathon had on me, and I really want to encourage you guys to get involved. It was founded in 1983, and ever since then, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, but we can't do it without the support of you guys. Without your support, we won't be able to raise more money than we did last year. And what that looks like is children having to sit in a hospital and stare at white walls. Think back on your childhood. Did it involve any of this? Is there anything you can do to help? I hope so.